Imagine a space without time, an existence that no science, arithmetic, or religion will ever be able to explain. Dive deep into the depths of your own being while soaring to the outer reaches of the universe. Imagine a single man, so big in his own mind that he has to do his own introduction. The Earth has aligned with the sun. It's time for the Brian Kusko live stream. I'm assuming we're headbanging in time. Headbanging. I don't know what's happening. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the live stream with myself and Noah Sage. We're here to bring you a great live stream tonight, except something's going on with our system. I can't hear the background music or any of that other stuff. We were headbanging, like, hoping that we were somewhat in time because I couldn't hear it. So I might have to reset this real quick just so we can get our audio, because that's not going to work. Now, you know what? Let's just go with it. What do you think?
Let's reset it.
You want to reset it?
Yeah.
All right.
How long should it take, though?
It should only take a moment. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to start it over. Hopefully it works. I don't know what's going to happen. If I quit it, we might lose the stream completely. That's the risk. And that's what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about risk.
All right, let's just go with it.
All right, let's just go with it. Let's see what happens. Welcome, everybody. Before we get into the topic of the stream, which is going to be feeding snakes, culling snakes, feeding snakes, feeding snakes, two other things. Noah and I are basically going to have a conversation about it. Let you guys eavesdrop. Right, boy?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we go. Let's see. After the stream, we're going to have Mr. Rich Crowley. If you watched Triple B TV today, then you saw Rich on there, who wrote this book right here, A Passionate Journey with Short-Tailed Pythons. I thought that was perfect because we did an update on our short-tailed pythons here on the channel recently, which was absolutely fantastic, I thought. And you know, if you missed it, here's a little quick clip of it right here. See, this is, I can't hear the music now. I know there's music coming, but I can't hear it, so I'm not gonna be able to be like, bam, right in time with music. I just have to guess. It's right. Nailed it. Oh yeah, I wish we could hear it too, bud. I wish we could hear it. And I'm sure it's much better with the music. Could you guys hear it? Could you guys hear the music playing during that little video clip? We inquiring minds would like to know that we're not just putting silence out into the universe and that we're just getting silence back. All right, as long as you guys can hear it, then we'll just roll with it. We're just gonna be deaf.
Can we get out my blood python?
Only if you speak into your microphone.
I am.
We can get your python out in a little bit.
Okay.
Or you can get them out whenever you want, really. Oh snap! We got our first super chat of the night, and you know what that means? Boom, boom. Martin Morph Ops, actually. Let me tell you something about Martin. He won last week's super chat drawing, which we do have our dice on the table here. So if you want to enter into the drawing for the prize tonight, then just drop $10 super chat gets you one entry. Every increment above 10 gets you another entry in for the rice dole. The rice dole at the end of the stream.
What's a rice dole?
What I want to say about Martin is he won last week and he's decided to pass his on. So you're basically going to get double prize if you win tonight. So everybody thank Martin for just wanting to pass it forward. Thank you, Martin. That's awesome. Really cool of you, man. And so I'm going to make somebody's night when they get the double prize tonight. So there's a sip. There's a sip just for you, Noah Sage.
There is?
Hello in Australia. Hello, Snake Nerd. Hello, Moshbells. Hello, Kenny Ginn. Reptile Super Show. Thank you for the reminder, Mr. Gurgis. Reptile Super Show is coming up next month, folks. The weekend of, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it's the weekend of the 22nd and 23rd. Sick. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be back at Pomona, which I miss because the Anaheim show was awesome and it was great and it was fantastic, actually, this last time around. The Pomona show just has that feel like everybody's coming there specifically for the reptile show. And it just feels like, it's actually the first big reptile show I ever went to in my entire life. And it's coming up next month. I'm hoping to see all of you guys there. Yep, January 22nd, 23rd. See, my brain still works. It holds information.
January 22nd.
January 22nd,
That's in
23rd.
2022.
That is in 2022. Next month is next year.
Sweet.
It is sweet. It's going to be awesome. Are you going to come?
Would you like me to?
Yeah, I'd like you to.
How far away is Pomona?
Pomona is close to Long Beach.
Yep.
Grandma, Grandpa Kusko are going to come.
They're going to come to the reptile
Speak
show.
into your microphone, sir.
They're going to come?
Yeah, sorry. Your voice is just so soft and quiet.
And definitely.
I know you could talk a lot louder than that, boy. Sometimes I'm trying to tell you.
Definitely.
Yeah, see? Wow. What else is happening? I think we got something else happening. Do we have Mr. Sexton in here? Is our brave, glorious moderator, fearless, always here
Don't
without
say Mr.
without
Sexton.
prompting Mr. Sexton here? No? Dang it. He's usually here. He's almost always here. You guys can get buck wild in the comments right now. Nobody's going to do anything about it. All right, we should get into the meat of this video. No, what do you think?
Wait, the what of this video?
The meat, and you got to talk into your mic, Home Slice. And where are you going right now?
Blend.
You're gonna Noah's gonna go pick up a snake. We're gonna talk about, because if you guys remember, in a recent video, I talked about the possibility of breeding Junior over there, our motley golden shell reticulated out python, who's, did I say that right? I'm going to watch that back. I don't know what just came out of my mouth, but he's a motley golden shell, head albino, reticulated python, and he's been exhibiting extreme wanting to breed behavior, throwing up mad arches, going absolutely bonkers in his cage, almost like a new snake, like a snake that I've never seen before in Junior. Just this wild animal, beast man, like testosterone. You got something you want to say? Is that what your hand's up?
Do you think that Blend would eat ribs?
Do I think Blend would eat ribs?
Yeah.
That's a good question for tonight's stream. Would Blend eat ribs? Maybe. You could maybe get Blend to like strike a bit of rib. You wouldn't want to feed him cooked ribs, I don't think, though. The snakes eat raw feet. Anybody that keeps snakes feeds them other animals. Yes, it's a fact of life. You got to feed your snake other animals. So I was thinking of putting him with Halo to breed. Now the thing is, I got reticulated pythons. No. Here, let's talk. No, you can take the snake out. It's fine. I'm just trying to talk to you. So when I got these reticulated pythons, the plan was to breed them. And then, do you know why I decided to not breed them?
Because they produce so many
There's no wrong answers here. We're just having a conversation.
so many baby snakes.
They
so
do
many eggs.
They do produce so many baby snakes, and what I found, and that's not necessarily a bad thing that they produce so many snakes and eggs. It's that I found that there were not as many responsible keepers out there as you would hope that would be willing to keep a snake that gets to that size. And
Blend's getting a little bit feisty.
why don't we? I'm glad that you want to hang out with Blend, but why don't we let Blend chill out, because he's going to get all tangled up, and we're going to have a tough time with our conversation if you're constantly trying to wrangle your snake. So I'm just going to put him over here, and we'll put him back in his actual enclosure. Actually, we're going to move him up to a bigger enclosure tonight, so we'll do that after we're done with this stream. Okay, so yes,
that can be his new enclosure.
it could be. And this one might be a little bit big for him, actually. Blood python's like a little tight hole. So
I'm gonna put this back.
all right, you could have left it there. It would have been fine.
It would have gone.
One of the things that always interests me is how people look at feeding animals to other snakes. Because rats, for example, most of us feed our snakes rats. Rats are culled off to feed our snakes, and I think most of us don't really blink an eye about it at this point. I mean, you get so used to it, you're feeding rats to snakes. It's like a daily chore. You don't think about, oh my gosh, like how many of you give like a moment of silence for your rats? I know I don't. Maybe I should, but I haven't. I mean, they're literally called off at every stage of life that you could think of for feeders. And I mean, we do this with all kinds of animals. I mean, chicken. I'm a meat eater. This guy eats meat. Even if you don't, like it's part of life, right? Life begets life. So it's always interesting to me, these different areas where it's okay. You know, like for example, in Belgium, like they eat, or in the Netherlands, they eat horses, and it's just normal.
They eat horses?
They eat horses, yeah. Here would be like, when you eat a horse, that sounds like sacrilege. Kind of like with the like certain Asian cultures that eat dogs, or I think they're still out there.
They eat dogs?
I know, right? It's like dogs. Oh.
We cannot eat Hilo.
But that's the thing. We could eat Hilo. It would be
Yeah, but
highly frowned upon. I mean, I'd frown upon it
We
myself.
would never do it. We would never do it.
Somewhere back in my culture, there's people that ate Hilo. Somewhere back, which means somewhere back in your culture, there's people that ate Hilo. I mean, not our actual dog.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? A dog has been eaten by people. And, but so my point of bringing that up is obviously, so yes, you're right. Reticulated pythons produce many, many snakes. And I found that there were not enough responsible keepers out there to make it worth it to produce those snakes. I saw people getting a retic, and then they like 2 years later, once it starts getting big, they're just like looking to rehome it because they can't handle it anymore. And I just found there was too many of those people out there to make it worth breeding 4 reticulated pythons that are going to produce potentially like 50 to 60 eggs a piece. Maybe less, maybe more. But the point is, like, I'm not trying to find that many. I don't think that maybe we could find that many people that would actually take care of a snake all the way to adulthood, but it's a lot more work for somebody. And so my thought is, if we do breed junior, that we're not going to pass on all of the babies to other people, which means feeding them and using them as food. So there's options there. Option 1, we don't even breed junior at all and nothing happens. My argument against that is Junior clearly wants to breed very badly. Yeah. And he's been through so much and has been such a survivor in life with us that I feel like we almost owe it to him to let him get a little bit strange, you know what I'm talking about? So my point is, if we do breed him, which I'm definitely leaning towards, then we also get to have people get babies from Halo, who is absolutely fantastic snake, right?
Yeah, Halo's the nicest snake in the room.
So if we do that, we're going to be culling babies at some point. Now, we don't necessarily have to wait for them to hatch out of the eggs. We have plenty of animals that will eat the eggs.
I figure that less harsh.
Less harsh of an existence for a snake if it gets eaten when it doesn't even realize, like before it even breathes air.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like an egg, like a chicken egg.
Like before it can even sense anything.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm leaning towards that. So to be open, and I kind of had this conversation the other night. Option two
is feed them to like Roxanne when they're an egg.
Yeah. I think that's a good option. And then you just kind of eliminate why I think some people do the opposite, or like let them hatch out, is because a lot of people that are breeding for the different genetics of retics, they're looking to produce, get a snake that has all of the genes they're looking for to go into the snake. And so that in order to find that out, you need to wait for them to all come full term and hatch. And then at that point, they'll maybe feed them to a monitor or feed them to, whatever animal they have. And I like the idea of feeding the eggs because I don't think we're necessarily going for that. Like our goal isn't to like get the highest amount of genes in a snake. We just want to let Junior breed and then let some other people enjoy Halo's babies. Yeah. So I think option 2 would be the best option, where we just feed eggs to Roxanne or to whatever animals we have that want to eat them. You want to try one? I heard it's not the greatest thing in the world, but
what's not the greatest thing in the world?
Snake eggs. Like they don't really do the same as chicken eggs. I know.
Chicken eggs.
Yeah. Chicken eggs are better.
Better?
Jeff Byers. Well, yeah, I've never had one, to be fair, but from what I understand from other people, Jeff Byers, who works over at Mike Wilbank's Reptiles, awesome dude, by the way. He gave one a try at one point, and it sounded like it was not very good. So I don't know that we're going to be eating the eggs.
Fluff's first egg was like the best thing I ever had at that point.
What?
So Fluff the chicken, the one that got bitten by the raccoon and survived?
Yep.
So she was the first one to actually... Sunflower was the first one to lay an egg, but she was the first one to lay an egg that didn't crack before we got to it. Because Sunflower was down in here on your garage. She was on the freezer, and she laid an egg, and it fell onto the floor.
What a doof of a chicken.
She was just on the freezer. So Fluff's first egg was delicious. Like, I think that everyone up there, including me, went crazy around it.
Well, let us know down in the comments what you guys think about our plan and idea. I'd love to get feedback. What are you saying? Because it's one of those things that it's all over the place. So people's opinions are all over the place. Some people are like, yeah, feed. It's a snake. It's just food. Everything, life begets life, and life becomes death, and death becomes life. You don't have to raise your hand, but you just talk. Okay. But no, actually, I appreciate your candor there with your.
I'm kind of used to doing it at school. So, what's option 3?
Oh, option 3 was just not even breed them at all, I think.
No, that was option 1.
That was option 1. Oh,
I don't think you said
option 3 would be letting all the eggs hatch and then feeding.
Option 2.
Full-term snake would be a better meal than an egg. That's a good point too. And then we got the indigo snake. She definitely likes to eat snakes. Yeah, but well, you already showed some pretty strong resilience. Like I was proud of you guys. I put a video on Patreon. But where we had our chickens get attacked by raccoons one night, and two of them didn't make it. One of them was a survivor, like got bit in the head, and she's out there laying eggs again.
She's the alpha.
She's the alpha. The alpha. If there was ever an alpha female,
What do you call a leader female?
I think alpha works. Yeah, alpha female. And yeah, so we made a family decision as to what to do with the ones that didn't make it, and everybody agreed, even though they're
feed them to the snakes.
Feed them to the snakes and let the circle of life, because these guys eat chickens. We eat chickens, so it was a little easier.
Chickens eat chickens.
I'll tell you one. Whenever the time comes, which the time will come, when the dog has to go, it's gonna be a tough time. When that time comes, but we're not feeding the dog to the snake.
No,
I promise.
We're gonna bury him and make him a grave.
Yeah, something like that. And we're talking way in the future here. We're looking far ahead. Like we got time.
Years.
But when that time comes, my point is, we're not feeding the dog to the snake.
No.
That's not happening. Hey. And that's where my opinion lies. But some people are like, it's why? That's a waste. Like, you got animals need to eat animals. I mean, some people would probably line up there. Here in America, probably not so much, not so many people, but it's out there. That opinion would be out there. For me, not happening.
No.
What's going on with the chat? Did the chat get frozen completely? Are we still streaming? Is anybody else there? Are you guys here with us? Is this done? It's almost time for our Zoom call, I guess. Nope. Okay. Our chat went on frozen. I thought it was gone. Well, we got a couple minutes left here of the stream. All right, thanks guys. Thanks for letting us know you're still there. I wasn't sure what was happening at first. We've got one single. Here's the thing. Oh, we left it on live chat the whole time, and nobody was. I know Lance Kirkman is not here. It's okay. I'm sure he'll come back at some point. I didn't even pay attention to the fact that we left the live stream chat the whole time up, and nobody was chatting for like, I don't know how long, but it looked like it was frozen. I think because nobody was chatting. It's strange. We must have been having a pretty good conversation.
A space without time, an existence that no science, arithmetic, or religion will ever be able to explain.
Yeah, that was kind of rough when you
dive
pulled the old
deep
Garth
into the depths of your own being
thing.
while soaring
hold
to
down
the
the
outer
fort, boy.
reaches of the universe. Imagine a single man, so big in his own mind that he has to do his own introduction.
Okay.
The Earth has aligned with the sun.
Harsh Reptiles.
It's time for the Brian Kusko live stream.
Wow. This is a good time. All right. Thank you, guys. See, that was the problem of not resetting it. We can't hear that stuff coming in. These live streams are always so much fun. I always mess something up, and it's always hilarious.
This is much better than I thought it would be.
How so?
The live stream.
Yeah, but how? So, how is it better than you thought? What did you think was going to happen here that was not going to be as good?
I thought it was going to be more boring.
Oh, you thought it was
like last time. Last time being boring is why I didn't say anything. But this time's a lot funner.
What did you attribute that to?
What does that mean?
Why do you think that this time is less boring than last time?
I don't know.
No reason? You can't think of a reason at all?
I know.
Because we got to figure out what that was so that it's never boring again.
I think maybe that it was.
All right, Garth. So we have, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, we've got one single super chat entry for the roll-off contest. That was speak of the devil, Mike Schroet. At this point, Mike is the only winner. We've got a few minutes left, but the first super chat was Martin, and Martin was passing on the prize to this one. You guys are usually, we got a bunch of super chats going on in here. It's fine if you guys aren't, you're tight and strapped. I get it. It's coming to close Christmas. You can't really throw out super chats, but this particular time you're getting the double prize because Martin passed on his win from last week to this week. So I'm just saying, if there was a week to make it happen, this might be the one, because next week we go back to regular prize unless somebody decides to do a triple pass on, which would be whoa.
Crazy.
So crazy. We're so crazy. They keep
We've
flying.
got 3 people in the chat.
We got Mike Schroet getting some cash flying around here. That's right. Hey, and whatever super chats from tonight, I think I'll give it to Noah, and he can take that money and get me a Christmas present with it.
Sure.
Yeah, you like that idea?
Yeah. You Christmas present.
The circle of life must go on, Simba.
And I'll make sure that it's good.
Okay. All right. You make sure it's good. We do have a carpet python here, Glade Z.
Who's
And
Glade Z?
Glade Z just asked if we have a carpet. I think that Glade Z may have been asking that question a lot. So maybe we should go get a carpet python so that you can see the carpet python. Hold on. What do you think, Noah? You want to get the carpet python out?
Which one's the carpet?
Boom! More super chats coming in.
Yeah. More than $20.
What do you think, bud? You want to get out a carpet python?
Sure.
Do you want to get out a carpet python?
Sure.
You're gonna do it?
Yeah.
All right. It's up at the top. It's the highest one up there. It's the top one over there. You think you can even let's see if you can even get it open. Snake nerd, are we going to feed some snakes or what? We were just talking about feeding snakes tonight. We don't have any rats thought out. We're not actually feeding snakes here. We're talking about the idea of feeding snakes off instead of letting them go to potentially horrible homes where they will be neglected and passed around like redheaded stepchildren. Or that's not what happens with redheaded stepchildren, is it? What's up, bud?
Feisty or non-feisty?
She's a little feisty. She's very.
Can I just bring the tub down?
Can you think you can open that in the first place? You got to use this hook. Where's the hook? You see the hook hanging right there? Can you open that? I'm just wondering if you can even open that. Barely. Here, let me help.
I think I might not be able to do this.
Let me help you out. Here, you come back over.
Okay.
Entertain the people. Say something fun.
I myself didn't even know we had a carpet python.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know we had a carpet python.
What are you talking about?
He said, what and what are you talking about? Yeah, I didn't know
What do
we
you
had a
mean
carpet
you didn't know we had a carpet python?
I didn't
Talking
know.
sauce out your butt crack. You don't recognize this snake at all? I'm glad I got her because she was definitely ready to eat some food when she first was coming out, and I got to give you a little bit more experience of getting a snake out that's ready for food.
What's her name?
Her name is Holly.
Hi,
She's a caramel carpet python that our buddy Travis over at Living Legless produced. Nice, eh?
Yeah.
She's cool.
Cooler than the corn snakes. Cornflake. Cornflake's my enemy.
Oh, there we go. All right. Well, we got a couple minutes. We got to get out of here, so we're gonna do the roll off. We got more stuff rolling here. We got some more super chats that rolled in. But bam, we got another one from Chris Baker.
How many super chats do we have?
And another one from Martin again. You know what's gonna be funny? Is if Martin wins this, then I think we will get our triple roll off until next week. Based on what he did last time. Let's see what happens. All right, we got a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 entries, 7 contestants.
Oh my god.
So we'll just roll 2 of Martin's, which I know at this point he doesn't have a problem with. We'll roll 2 of his into 1, so we can just roll with a 6-sided die. So we'll do that. How about that? Sound like a good plan?
Yeah.
Then we can use the old regular 6-sided. We're regressing.
So,
We got a long way to go before we use that 100-sided die.
is this mug the prize?
No, that mug's not the prize. You could get that mug as the prize, but the mug should be. You could get a couple of those mugs at this point with this thing doubling up and possibly tripling up right here, depending on what happens with this roll. You ready?
What is the prize?
We're gonna. It's a surprise prize. You find out if you win. Ready? I can tell you get double of whatever it is this week. Ready? You
Yep.
ready for the roll?
Yep.
You want to roll it?
Sure.
All right, yeah, we can blame you. And it's a 3. 3 is Chris Sutton. All right, Chris, the winner, chicken dinner. Thank you guys for tuning in for our live stream tonight. We are off to do our Zoom call with Mr. Rich Crowley about blood pythons. Hope to see some of you guys there. If you want to join in there, the link is down in the description, and you can find it there. And we'll go do it, and we'll do it to it. But you guys have a great rest of your night. Thank you for tuning into the live stream this week. Hope you enjoyed the conversation. I hope that if you're one of the people that... No, I'm done hoping. That's all the hope for tonight. All hoped out. We're out of here. All right, bud?
Aloha.
Thank you for watching the live stream. I really had a lot of fun. If you want to see more live stream, tune in next week for that one. If you tune in for this live stream, I hope you want some real cool stuff. I'd love to do more live stream, but I think you had enough.